Welcome back, everybody. So how do you know you can actually trust your mechanic and that all the services they recommend are actually needed? Our auto man, Brian Bowersock, is here to join us to tell us a few tips on how we can spot those qualified auto shops and technicians.
That's a great question, for sure, without question. So we often tell folks, obviously, the first key is to go to somebody that you feel you can trust. So either referrals from a friend, referrals from AAA, places like that. People that have been in business for a long period of time, typically taking care of folks, you know. You can go in, sit in the lobby, ask people that are getting their car serviced, you know, how long you've been coming here, things like that.
Word of mouth.
Great way to get a good feel on things, absolutely.
But oftentimes you go for one thing, an oil change, and they come out with this long list of, you know, things that they recommend your car to get serviced.
That's a great point. So we're going to talk about that this morning real quick here. Number one, it's great if somebody is taking your best interest and looking at your vehicle and letting you know what's coming up in that. But there are some things you need to be aware of, and hopefully they're helping you along to make kind of a list of what needs to be done now, what needs to be done later. We often break things for our customers down to a couple things. Safety items. What is going to get you in trouble if it's not addressed, such as brakes that are metal to metal or wiper blades you can't see out the window, things like that that could put you or your family in peril.
Or this,
we want to avoid
looks
that.
like it needs attention quick.
Well, that's a maintenance item, but that would be an AC filter. But you're right. Or in the second category we use is things that could damage the vehicle or leave you alongside the road.
Right.
If those are coming up, they become important. And the third and final is maintenance things. Maintenance things can cause damage later on, and we want to address them, but they're not so urgent as the other two that obviously are safety items. So that's the three categories we break them into. And if you're going to somebody you can trust, they'll break these down to you, explain to you the difference, what's important, what can be put off. You can put on a timeline and kind of make a budget for, and that way you're not spending all your money at one time.
So if you're feeling pressured to do all these services all at once, that's kind of a red flag there?
It could be a red flag there. You know, and if they don't want to answer questions, that's when they're concerned. I will tell you, 70% of the vehicles out there need some sort of service, repair, or maintenance on them. It's a large amount. So don't be surprised when they come back and tell. But things they should be telling you, such as with brakes, are measurements in millimeters and things like that that we use in the industry to show folks, you know, exactly where you're at with your vehicle. So if you have questions, you know, make sure and ask them. If they can't answer them for you, that's probably a red flag. Make sure you're going to somebody that you trust or somebody's referred you to. And if you have a good feeling, you know, go in, sit down, talk to other folks. You're probably getting a straight answer.
Great tips. Once again, thanks for being with us.
Glad to be here as always. Have a wonderful 4th of July. Be safe.
Likewise.